So I'll come here and open a folder. So I'll just need to create a folder. We have it here. I'll just create a folder here. So I'll just give it fintech bank app. Okay, this is the bank app here. So let me come here. Okay, I want to create a virtual environment first. So I think I try to get that in virtual environment. So don't be forget. Is it
Virtual EMV.
hmm?
Virtual EMV.
I didn't hear you.
Virtual EMV.
No, this virtual END will not work here. This virtual END will not work here. I've not set up my this thing. What's it called? I've not set up my I've not set up my how do I call it? My Python script. Clinical. So virtual END will not work here like that. Let me use deep C. Okay, it's Python virtual. So let me use this. So let me deep C. All right. So we work with this. So this will give us create a virtual environment for us. So if you using virtual VM, it didn't work. So you need to do parts. My system, I what's it called it? I did some configuration, so I don't have parts any longer. So I just use Python slash virtual bank. So that's what I prefer to use to get that sorted out. So okay, then I can create it. Maybe I prepare that. So we are going to work on this tonight. We are going to not all because this is actually a very large project. So I'm going to just work on some few things. I'll work on this Jasma, then work on this. So the next class we are going to work on number 4, number 5, number 6, number 6. So that's what we're going to work on. Number 4, number 5, number 6. Possibly you can work on number 7. So on Saturday. So because it's your first class, let's not just make things become. Please always code along with me. So work on this and this alone for tonight. So we'll close very early so that by Saturday work on number 4, number 5, number 6, or number 7. The next one on Wednesday, next week Wednesday, work on 8, 9, 10. Right? So that's what we're going to do it. This is not what we say, okay. This one, this one, this one, this one. All right, let me check. I know what is happening. Right. So CD bank. So scripts activate. Then CD dot out. So let me pip install. Want to install Django 5 point. Okay. So let's just wait for the installation to finish up. Uh, um, all right. So that had been done. So Django, fintech. All right. So let's see the inside this folder. Diffin. All right. So we have this now. We have the setting. So let me create an app. Python manage.py start app. So I'm going to create account. So this so this account is going to have the model for user registration, then the view for login, view for registration, and logout. So that's actually what it's going to have. So we have it there. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to create a super admin. Okay, I can make my migration. Then let's check how our admin look like before we start customizing it. Make migration. Okay. Okay, just to migrate, right? Some people wonder why I did not start with database. All right, I will go to start with that one, but regardless, let's run it. Okay, so let me create super admin. All right, you can see the super admin here. They're asking us to create a username. So I'll say admin, email, password will be admin, admin, admin password. Yes. So let's quickly run the server. Run server. Right. So this is what we have, right? Can / log into my Django admin. Right. So I don't want to use this admin, right? I don't want to actually use this admin, and I want to use. How many of you have heard about just me admin? Let me know. Just me. Have you used it before? Who have you just me admin before? Huh? Can you guys hear me? Who are you just me admin? Django just me.
Yeah, you sir.
No, we've not used it. It's Suit and Jet.
Huh?
We've not used it.
Okay, nobody have used it before. The guy. Now you know why use them. Chidinma, you never used them before. Lawrence. Wow, they shocked me. Oh. This is not supposed to innovate now. Okay, regardless, let's fire down. So I already have documentation about Jasmine admin. I'm just going through the documentation. If you want to install the Jasmine admin, what you need to do is actually very simple. Yeah, I can say Django Jasmine admin. So even our document, we have it here. I think we have it here. I just did some few documents about it, but I'm not going to work with this document. But regardless, let me just move to this. So people, then we can explore the documentation. So when you scroll down here, you will see that it supports Python 3.8 and then Django 4 and greater than. The coverage about 80% tested. So so this actually pip install Django Jasmine admin. So what it does is that it designs your Django admin, and it can actually customize a lot of things about this Jasmine admin. So that has been installed. So let's explore the documentation, and we scroll down. You can see what we have documents. In that document, so we have installations. So in that installation, they said after you've installed, then you need to add your Jasmine before this, right? This Django admin.const string. So it has to be at the top. So you go to your setting, and your setting, So inside this setting, you have to scroll down. So you do it above this man. Don't do it below. Just pass it here. Good and fine. So after that has been done, what next? Okay. So this one is actually in case you want to do some settings. But let's go back to our Django activity. Let's check. Okay, need to run our server. Run the server. Oh, fuck. This went to down. All right. So if you look at it, notice that our admin has changed. Let me log out. You can see our Django admin have changed. You can see what we have here. You can still log in successfully. Then it come to here. So you can actually customize these things to like anyhow you want, right? You can actually customize it for you. So this is actually what I'm going to use in managing my bank app. So in case you are lazy like me, you don't want to. So we'll see how we can change all this name now. So let's change this name to our bank name, and then change the title to, instead of Django administrator title, we change all this title. So when we do that here, you can see where we have the JSON. You can see the JSON that we have here. So I'm not going to copy all. I just want to just copy some few things that we are going to use to customize this. So it has to be under your setting. Um, at under beneath setting. All right. So let me go here. So this site title and site header and site branding, then the logo, login to use. So let me just copy all these things. There is comment there. So in case you don't know what each of them is working, you can use comment to work on it. So let me get rid of all these comments. So this one say title of the window will be default current title site. So say title of the window, title of the login screen. So this is the login screen title. Default login screen title. So this other one, title brand, current admin site title. So the logo used for your site must be present in static. So we are not ready for static yet. So let's comment on this. So login to your site must be present in static. So if you don't have logo, you can change it to none. So let's check what we have here. Let's reload. Okay, you can see here we have library. So I have to change that library to something else. So in that library, I think this is the library, right? I can say people's bank. Okay, that people bank admin. I think that one should be on the login. The one I just changed now. That one should be on the login. Okay, welcome. Let's check the login. Welcome. So, what is that People's Bank that I just changed now? Where did it reflect? Okay, the header. Okay, site header. All right. So let's change the title. So the title should be the site title, which is the one that is here. So this one you are seeing here is the site title. So change it to People Bank Admin. So let's log in and see. Okay. So we need to change this site administrator People's Bank Admin. So let's change this library. So that library should be this. Um, I can change this to People Bank. Right. I think People's Bank Admin. Okay. So the logo, we don't have the logo yet. So the logo to help us work on this. So let's change this welcome. So this welcome should be, that should be login. Okay, welcome login. So this, so, oh, sorry. Mm, uh-uh. No. Let me go and copy that thing again. I didn't copy it well. Mm. Okay, here should be welcome to People's Bank. So if you have your logo, you can customize your logo and add. So the assignment I'm giving you people is that you can add logo here. You can add logo at this place. So assignment don't start like this. So I know that I'll build this from scratch. Make sure that I don't give people assignment that was too big. So go and add logo here. So you can add the logo when it comes next, and then you're also going to add logo here too. So this is a little I can do for now. In terms of using Django admin. So this is actually very rich. When you start adding a lot of things, that one you will know that this is actually very rich. So it's not like our normal Django, regular Django admin. So this one look unique and it saves you a lot of time, right? It saves you a lot of time. So I think I am done with number 2. I'm done with number 2. So let's move into number 3. Now this is what we want to do on number 3. I will not do on number 2 and number 3. Then, like I told you, Saturday, we continue number 4, number 5, and 6, so that it will not be much on us, right? So now, let's just assume something, right? I know that we may be logging in with the account number later. So later, I'm going to customize this, right? Where we'll be logging in either using your account number or using phone number, right? So, but this, what I actually want to do here is that I want user to log in first with their email. We can either log in with user ID, unique ID, account ID. It all depends on what we want to do. So, but the scope of this class, what I want to do is that I don't want people to be logging in with their regular username. And what I want to do is that they should logging in with their email. But Django, normal Django model, the normal Django model that me and you are using does not have provision for that. Remember, if you recall, the last time that we had class, we talked about Django user model, right? That's the Django user model. So in that Django user model, we told you that there is a user model, right? That user model only have fields such as username, first name, last name, email address, blah 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 blah. It's types that mean it's active, right? So it's last login. So these are like information available for you, right? Available for every other person. So, but what you are building here is a bank. It's not just normal regular website. So there's a lot of things we need to put in consideration. For me, I said, okay, I want to use email. You can decide that, okay, you want to use phone number. You can say I want to use this. So now for me to be able to do that, for me to be able to customize this, having the fact that Django automatically accepts username, right? For me to be able to work on this model, this Django model you are seeing here, I need to do some customization. So who can tell me the difference between abstract-based user custom and abstract user? Who can share with us? Let's just be a very interactive class. Done our research. Okay, somebody have indicated. All right, the guy.
I'll start with abstract user. Abstract user is a kind of modification to the existing user model in which you can add some other extra features to it. But abstract based user, you will have to customize everything from your own, which means you are using user model, but you want to have everything from scratch. You want to start from scratch all by yourself. That is the difference between them.
Okay, that is. I think that is very short and very straightforward. Another person? Can another person help us? Help us out about the abstract user versus uh, abstract user versus abstract user. Okay, I don't have time to explain, so I can use deep AI to explain that. Uh, who can help us? Hmm? Who can help us next? Nobody can help us. Nobody is there to help us. Hmm? Nobody can help us. Okay, let me quickly read because I don't have time to be explaining. So, according to SIGDeep, a new in China AI, I'm trying. I like using deep thinking, and also, then I like using other features. So we are going to look at it together, right? Now, when you start from the deep thinking, I think deep thinking will give us everything that we need. You said, okay, the user is asking about the difference between abstract user and abstract user in Django. I need to make sure I explain this clearly. Let me start by recalling what I know. Abstract user and abstract user are both related to customizing user models in Django. Abstract user is a model that extends the default user model with all the fields, but allow for customization. So the abstract user extend, are you getting me? The default field. It does not remove any default field, right? If you come to the um, Django user model, right? If you come to the Django user model, so what it does for you is to extend already existing model. It does not remove. You can't remove. Are you getting me? Where is that Django? You can't remove any of this. It's actually going to be there. You can extend it, right? And add an additional field. But there's no way you can delete or there's no way you can rewrite it. That's what deep seek is actually talking about, right? He said so the abstract user model, let me increase this a little bit for those that are not seeing can see it very well. He said that abstract user model is model that extend the default user model with all the field but allow for customization, right? So if someone just want to add a new field, they can subclass abstract user, right? So if you want to add a new field, you can what we want to do is to add a new field, right? We are not deleting or adjusting, right? On the other hand, so you understand that the abstract user is just to extend. You want to add few field, right, on your Django. You want to add phone number because you don't have phone number. You want to add email address. just little field, right? We want to extend it. Now, for in the other hand, whereas abstract based user is more backbone. It provides the core authentication functionality, but requires the developer to define all the fields that is used when someone needs to complete when someone needs a completely different user model. So if you don't want to use Django user model, like you want to use your own model, right? Let's say an engineer or a product manager design a model for you. You know, there's a company you'll be working for, right? They will use their hand and design model for you. That means at that particular time, you don't no longer need Django model. It becomes useless, right? So you need to use your hand and design the model, right? Company does it, right? So in that situation, you need to make use of the ASA user model. So it provides the core authentication functionality, but require developer to define all the fields. That is useful when someone needs a complete different user model, maybe without a username or with a different authentication method. Wait, I will check if I remember correctly. ASA user include fields like username, email, first name, last name, etc. Why abstract based user only has password and last login field. Are you seeing it now? So abstract user have all this information, but abstract based user only have password and last login field. That means every other thing like is admin, is user is super admin, is active. You are the one that's going to define that one. So after user just giving you empty, it's giving you password because the reason why it wouldn't allow you, Django wouldn't allow you to customize password because some people would like to unhash the password. So Django will not even allow you to use a password without hashing. So it has this hashing algorithm already for you, which you are not permitted to change because it is actually against the programming rules. So it will not allow you to remove that user this thing. So he said the ASA user only has the password and the last login field. So when using abstract based user, you have to specify the user required field and other necessary field. And also when using abstract based user, you need to create a customized user manager because the default manager does not know about your custom field. Are you getting me? Now, I should explain the key difference in the structure way. Maybe start with when to use each of these. So if you go through, I would advise you, if you want to use AI, use DeepSeek. They are crazy. In fact, they are the best so far, and it's free. So if you go to read more about, I think this is just a little I can be able to explain, right? Now, he said in Django, Axstar user and ASAB user are both base classes for creating custom user model, but they serve different level of customization. Here is the breakdown. So now for what a fully pre-built model that extend blah 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 blah. So if you want to include method like the username and you want to make the username, are you getting me? You want to make the username should be, let's say you want to make the username should be a default login, right? Or email to be a default login. You can still use it. Then if you want to add some few information like phone number and about, you can also use abstract based user, right? So it's actually inherited from Django default user. It actually requires just minimum code. While the abstract based user, you need to write everything from scratch. Everything. You can see what we have here. You need to write everything from scratch, from A to Z. So for the scope of this course, I would like you to explore more because I'm not going to be reading everything here. For the scope of this course, I will be using abstract user, not abstract based user, because I don't see if it's necessary for us to start writing all our Django model from scratch. So I will be using abstract based user. So let's quickly start by anybody have any question? I just did. So you can see here using abstract based user when you need full control over your Django model. So if you need full control over your Django model, you use abstract based user. So any question, anybody that needs any clarification, maybe if possible, I will share this link with you guys. I'll share with the president. Then if people can, he can share with you. Those that have Seek Deep can enjoy the document. It's actually very simple. So it's actually very simple. Go through it and read, understand. Understand it, it will help you. So any question? Any question? Oh, no question. Can you guys hear me? Or I'm
No,
talking to myself.
no question. We can hear you. No question, sir.
All right. So now what I want to do is that I want to write a customized um, abstract user. So let me say, uh, so you just need to explore this documentation. I think this documentation is okay. Let me see. Handling backend custom. I'm checking the this thing. Okay, so we start with here using custom user when starting projects. If you are starting a new project, you can set up custom user behavior that requires default. So we need to create a class, then import this abstract base user. So from django.contrib.import abstract base user. So that's just what you need. So let me import it, and then also don't forget to don't
Sir, are
forget.
we using abstract base
No, I'm using
or abstract user?
abstract user now. Ah,
But
you don't know how it's abstract.
you are
You don't know
mentioning
how
that you are mentioning abstract base now. That is what I was confused. If we are
no,
building the model,
no, we are using. Sorry for the mistake. We are using abstract user, please. Oh boy, abstract base user. I can't use it now. You know what that one? You can't check it out by yourself. That one is very advanced, but it's actually very simple. I got him. It's actually very simple. Very, very simple. I've used it now in several of my projects. Like I use it in OTS. We use it in OTS. Why we use it at BOTS that I'm actually building now. So it gives you freedom to do anything you like. So I'm going to, so you can also see here. So when you, if for you to subscribe, you need to add this. So let's quickly do that immediately. So here I'm going to come to my account. Then inside my model, I'm going to say from Django, from Django dot that should be Django dot contrib, right? Django dot contrib,
yes,
Django dot contrib,
yes,
dot auth,
that's us.
then dot model, the model import. You can even import, can import, can even import abstract base and abstract. So I'm using just abstract. So here we are going to call class, and then I have the users, or user, input user. So I'm going to get it from the abstract. So inside this abstract, I'm going to have my username because I'm actually extending. Now let me show you something. Let me pass. Let me just pass. So that will not let it not look like magic that we are doing. When we come here now hmm, and click, look at what I did. I will come through and click. So the Django are already building. Look at Django are already building this abstract. You can see the abstract that we have here, which actually created by the abstract user. Then when you scroll down, you can see that it actually defined the username for you, right? You scroll down again, you can see it has defined the date for you. So you don't need to define all these dates. You can see the object manager already is there for you. The username, the user, the login, the required user, the login email required user field. They are using user to log in, right? All these things. Then if you are working with what's they calling Astra base, you are going to do all these things in Astra base. You can see all these things Astra base user. So you can see our abstract here. So with this information, you can get hints on how to work on your abstract base user, right? How to work on the abstract base user with all this I can get idea on how to work on the Astra B user. So actually, apparently, everything that we are using, all these things Astra B user, all this thing is what you are going to do in Astra B user. Some people say, me, I will just go and copy all this and use it and do my Astra B user. If you understand it too, if you don't understand, don't even go there because you will lost. All right, so let's use going to use username. Username will be chat. All right. To have 200. Then I'm also going to just have my going to have my email. The staff is email. So the next thing I'm going to do is that if you come to this place, you can see that we have user require field, right? Which is username. User field, which is username. But I don't want to use username. I want to use email address, right? So, and this require field, I just want to have the username as a required field. So I'll come here and say user field, right? Then assign them to this email field that is here, right? As a stream. Then, excuse me, require field, I'll assign it as a list username. So after that has been done, I'm going to return as a stream. Return as a stream. So you know what return as a stream does, right? Don't want to tell you because you already know it. We are not doing this. So we return this as a stream. I think this is all we have to do here. Then if you come to this, they said we should when you go to, let's copy this. So in your install your setting.py, you also need to register when you are done. You don't need to register. If you don't register, it will say it here. So we need to go to our setting.py. Let's go there. The setting.py. Down, 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 down. So take this up. All right. So doing it down. Let me just do it here. All right. So yeah, I'm going to paste this. Now, did they say my app.myuser? Now this here will be our app name. So if you check our app name, the place that we have our model, the app name is accounts, right? So sometimes rename and copy. That copy so I will not make mistakes. There I will use account, then dots. The model name, which is this user, right? So dot capital letter user. Now this is actually what we need to do. Now we are doing that, you notice that user has not been installed, right? So let's confirm if you have installed that user. Scroll down a little bit. Accounts. We've not installed account, so let's install that account. Accounts. So now we install that account. So we are having issues, independency, blah 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 blah. So it can't run migration at this point, at this moment. If you try to run pattern manager.py, make migration, this will not work. We are going to have a lot of error. Okay, make migration will work, but we'll try to, if you try to run migrate, migrate, you are going to have a lot of error, which we need to work on something. So we are not going to migrate, not going to work. So what we are going to do is to rename our database so that will allow us in this place. This is our database. So we come to this our database, you can see it here. So just rename this, like you can say BT men, right? Okay, good. Now, if you've done that, it will now allow us to make. We already done our make migration, so we come to this account. Can see our migration that we did. So we already done it. Don't need to make migration again. So what we need to do here is to migrate. So Python migrate. So we've been able to migrate. So let me create another admin now. So now, if you create the admin, notice that his email they're asking us now, no longer password. So I say skyline at gmail.com. Oh, my words too. God, I miss you. But I've not been feeling fine for long now. I'm having a bone issue. So I will not stay for long. My leg and my bone, my backbone here. I've been on medication. So skyline admin, admin, yes. This is right. All right. So let me uh run. All right. So let's go here. So if you come here, you'll notice that we have email. If you try to log in with the admin Kineko, they will not allow you to, right? So I use skyline at gmail.com. You can see I've successful login. Now you notice that here we don't longer have our user model. So we need to quickly go register our user model. So to do that, I'll close this. I'll come to accounts, model.py. So inside that account, I will from dot model import user. All right. So here, I don't want to use the conventional way of registering an account. So what I need to do is I need to create a class here. You know how I usually do my own admin user. So inside this admin user, I'm going to pass in admin.user. Now the reason why I'm doing this, let me tell you the reason why I'm doing this, because I want to. Okay, let me show you. Let me comment on this first. Hmm? Let me comment on this so that I will show you why I'm doing this. Okay, let me just do normal register. How do we do normal register, sir? Did admin dot register, right? The site dot register.
Site admin.site register.
Okay. So
Yes.
okay, all right. It's been long I use this because okay. Now when you load now, notice that we have this. Now when you click on this, you notice that this is just empty, right? This man is just empty. There is no field. Are you getting me? There is no field. Remember, we have his staff, we have his super admin. We don't have all this information here. So if we want this information to appear here, like we want, let's say you have like 500 or 200 field, you just want most important one to appear. So what you need to do is to follow this pattern, this particular pattern here. So let me just comment on this. Then here I will, if I want this man to appear here, I will use what we call list display, right? List what? Display. So I say list display equals to put it as setting. So we come here, we have username. Let me just copy it and put here the username. Then comma. What again I want to appear here. Now if I do this username now, it's already there. Let me do something like email, right? I'll do email. So now if we come here and reload this thing, right? And reload it, notice that, sorry, You notice that we no longer have that account, so I need to register. So my own way of registering is not this one. I use what we call decoration, right? To use decoration, you use at admin the register. Very simple. Then you pass in this model here, this particular model here. You pass in here, right? Username. So let me go back there and reload. You can see we're supposed to have that man. Let me check. I think my this and that, right? Hmm. So when we come to user, you see that we have what? The email, right? The email we just added now. So let's go and add another thing again. We are going to add, let's add the staff, right? The staff. So we go back there, reload. You can see we have the staff, right? So it's super admin, comma, this, sorry, this underscore super user. Abi? Super user. All right. So you can see that we have super user. So this is what we are going to be using in terms of creating an account and logging in. Then we're also going to be creating a profile to extend this. We create a profile to extend this, we create the login, we create so a lot of things. So I would have to call it short for today class because my class is going to be very short henceforth so that everybody can be able to understand what I've been taught. So this is very simple and it's compulsory that everybody should do this from now to Saturday. It is not big thing to ask. So this class, I want you to take it to this stage from now to Saturday. So uh, I don't think there's anything. Where's our Discord? Uh, so I'll share it on Discord. So we'll go there and get everything that you need to get started. So by next class, I'm going to be sharing the template. I have the template already, both the dashboard. So we are not building anything. Only what we are writing is back end code. The front end code is available. The template which we are going to use, I'll already set it up, but I will still give you guys the one I've set up and the one I didn't set up, so that you can make use of it. Like I told you, I already done building the project, so I'll take it off from here. Let me quickly deploy the project, the today class, because I don't want to be taking time again. Short class and 1 hour 30 minutes. Let it be that we end up doing something rich than doing just uh, things that are not really expected. So any question, I will extend the class when I'm okay, because right now I can't sit for long due to I have a sciatica disorder in my waist, sciatica nerve. So I'm currently on medical attention. So what happened due to sitting one place, also stress. So it's really affecting me. I can't even stand for long. I can't even sit for long. So take it up bit by bit until when I'm finally recovered, then we'll resume our official class. So any question? Any question?
No question.
Okay. So by next class.